Imagine you wake up one day just to message your partner, and this is what you see. You have been blocked with no reason, no explanation. And you spend 2 years trying to chase them, trying to find out what happened wrong in that relationship that they ended up blocking you. But one fine day, they come back chasing you, being obsessed with you, and downright just wanting you more and more. This is the story of my client. If you have been ignored, blocked, or chased someone who clearly never chose you, or you obsessed over someone, you kept giving in more and more, you tried to please them to make the relationship work, but they kept ghosting you, this video is going to hit very hard on you. Because here is the truth that a lot of the people do not realize, and I figured it out. It is not about that person. It's about that pattern where you chose that person in the first place. And if you do not fix that pattern for the entirety of your life, you will have relationships. For sure, you are going to have relationships, but they will all end up in the same way. They will all end up with you feeling miserable and going through no contact phase again and again, trying to figure out what did you do wrong. So let me show you something. I just want you to read her testimonial. I ask all my clients to give me their testimonials and updates about their life, and this is what she sent. Ignore the swearing because we can all relate. She's happy. She had that moment. And trust me, guys, if we were in her place, we would be feeling the same thing. But I want you to observe what just happened. This is not luck. This is proven science. Because for years and years, she kept texting him, she kept chasing him, she kept laying some of the thirst trap on the Instagram. And trust me, guys, we all might have tried it sometime. She even got the revenge body just to attract him back into his life, but nothing seemed to work. She even tried manifestation rituals, she did affirmations, she did a lot of different rituals to manifest him back. And you and I might have tried that too. But did that work out? The answer is no, it didn't work out. Even if it did work out, are you still with that partner? No. That is because we all get stuck in this loop. This loop, which I call toxic recurring pattern in relationship, which is trauma bond. The only reason she was able to attract her ex back into her life is because in my 15 days instant healing program, I explained to her that she does not need to chase love. And she did exactly that. What I help you do in my 15 days instant healing program is exactly what I helped her do. To become a version of yourself that attracts love naturally, that is in alignment with what you truly desire to experience in relationship. Because attraction is not about efforts, it's about your subconscious state. Now, if you are someone who believes in spiritual science such as law of attraction, law of assumption, law of expectancy, law of vibration, or if you are someone who believes in psychology, I can explain this concept to you in both the ways. In spiritual science, whether you take any kind of spiritual practice, what does it say? The basic premise of all the spiritual science is to make an internal shift. To shift your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind will attract that into your reality. And in psychology, we call this resonance. Our subconscious resonance, or whatever we are familiar with, is what our subconscious mind will keep attracting into our reality. Now, to put it in simple terms, what does your subconscious mind define as love? Now, that is determined between ages of 1 to 9. Now, you may ask, why between the ages of 1 to 9? Because between the ages of 1 to 9 is when our subconscious mind is developing. And that's when we are introduced to the concept of relationship through our parents. We observe our parents, how they interact with one another and how they treat us. And we normalize that as love. So anytime in our adult life, we fall in love, our subconscious mind will follow that dynamic again and again, because that is the subconscious definition of love. That is what your subconscious mind is familiar with. But once you heal that, then you start attracting peace, harmony, and a lot of respectful relationship with commitment into your reality, exactly like my client. Because in my 15 days instant healing program, the very first day she and I met to start the program, the very first thing I do is I teach you instant healing hypnosis and I remove your father wound and your mother wound, which completely resets your subconscious definition of love. And I help you build resonance and familiarity with that. Now, each of the parents have a very distinct influence on our subconscious mind. Now, in her childhood, her father was avoidant. She would keep chasing her father to get his validation, to get his affection, and she would just keep trying to get his love, but she just couldn't get it. So what did her subconscious mind do? It normalized the definition of love as chasing someone who is avoiding you, and the way to do that is to seek their validation and to keep chasing them. And each of the parents also have a very distinct influence on our subconscious mind. A father's influence on our subconscious mind in between the ages of 1 to 9, if you had any kind of traumatic relationship with your father, as the result of that, it can be one single moment that weighs very heavily on our subconscious mind. 5 traits that are associated with the father will be damaged. They will not be balanced. Now, these 5 traits are self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, self-respect, and sense of identity. Now, these 5 traits were in deficit inside her subconscious mind. So, deficiency of all these 5 traits is what she was really familiar with. So as a result of that, in all her adult life relationship, this theme kept repeating itself. She kept coming across relationship which ended up leaving her feeling that lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth, lack of self-confidence, lack of self-respect, and lack of sense of identity. Isn't that what she faced through no contact? Isn't that what she faced when she lost her partner? Now, our emotional connection with our mother also helps us develop 5 traits. Now, these 5 traits are empathy, expression of love, nurturing, creativity, and spirituality. Now, these were not in deficit inside of her. Now, she also had a bit of a mother wound. Now, because of that, these 5 traits were not in deficit. They were in excess. If you observe, she was trying all the manifestation techniques, rituals, and everything that shows high spirituality. She was obsessed with her ex who was not giving her any importance and was in no contact. That shows she's obsessed with her ex, who is clearly not valuing her. So that means there's a mother wound and a father wound, and she has an anxious attachment style. So once we remove the father wound and the mother wound, something really magical happened. 15 days later, Once she completed my program, her ex, who, by the way, blocked her and ghosted her, came back and wanted to meet her. And that is the moment when the tables turned and she ended up blocking him. He started incessantly messaging her, trying to chase her, showing her how guilty he is. But guess what happened? Since our father wound and mother wound are gone and the associated traits with each of the parents are now balanced, she is now able to attract relationships into her life that are balanced. So she met a green flag, as she mentioned in her testimonial, in a conference. And she went, I quote from her testimonial, on the best fucking date of her life. This is not magic, guys. This is science. Because we attract what we feel inside. Psychologically, we always get attracted to or attract what we can resonate with or what we are familiar with. And this is one of the biggest reasons that my program comes with a money back guarantee, because this is proven science. I have done it again and again with a lot of different clients. You repeat the process, you get the same results. Now, whether you can get your ex back or not is highly debatable, because it depends upon if you were the one nurturing your ex into behaving exactly like your childhood trauma. If you were the nurturing one, there is a possibility you might be able to attract your ex, but I wouldn't recommend that. But what I do promise in my 15 days instant healing program is you will end up with a relationship that you truly desire, or else you take your money back. So here's something you can do right now. I want you to ask yourself a very simple question. If you are in a relationship, that's good. If you are not in a relationship, I want you to reflect on your past relationship. What did you feel in those relationships? Did you feel the peace and calm, or did you feel addictive? And what do I mean by addictive? By addictive, I mean if they didn't reply you back for hours, did you panic? If one day you woke up in the morning, you were running late to work and they sent you a good morning message and you couldn't reply back, but all along you were panicked that if you didn't reply back to his text, there's going to be a brutal argument by the end of the day. That is addiction. That is chaos. True love is peaceful. I want you to imagine something for me. Imagine waking up in the morning, not feeling like the pressure of giving performance in your relationship, the pressure of if I don't perform in my relationship today, it can end today. But imagine waking up and realizing no matter however this day ends, my partner is going to show up in the best possible way. He's going to understand what I went through, and this is not going to be the end of relationship, but it's going to bring us more closer. And that shift can happen once you heal your subconscious attraction blueprint, which was developed between the ages of 1 to 9, exactly like my client. And that is exactly what I do in my 15 days instant healing program. I teach you the art of instant healing hypnosis to remove the father wound and the mother wound. And I give you a roadmap where I help you remove all the blockages from your subconscious mind so that you are able to establish healthy relationship. And remember one thing, guys, when I talk about relationship, I'm not talking about just the romantic relationships. I'm talking about even your professional relationship, your casual relationships, the relationships you make at gym, the relationship you make at bar, the relationship you make at a coffee shop. We as human beings form relationship every day. And by doing this, by shifting our subconscious mind, we attract a whole different experience of relationship. A lot of my clients who took my 15 days instant healing program with the motive of healing their personal romantic relationship observed a massive boost in their professional relationship as well. because we attract what we feel inside. And that means even in our professional life, we will attract what we feel inside. But this is not where my program ends. I also teach you conversational hypnosis, the art of having casual conversation with anyone, and in less than a minute of casual conversation, your subconscious mind will make their subconscious mind feel attracted to you. And remember one thing, guys, we form relationship all day long. And the way we establish relationship is through communication. So essentially what I'm providing you with my 15 days instant healing program is an opportunity to transform all your relationship. And I handpick my clients. I have a 90% rejection ratio for enrollment into my 15 days instant healing program because it comes with a money back guarantee. So I need to make sure that I can promise you the results. So I offer you a free mini therapy session. And in this free mini therapy session, what I'm looking for is if you can convince me that you are 100% sure that this program is going to work out for you. Because if you are not sure, if you are someone who is like, let me think about it, maybe this is not going to work out for me, maybe this is going to work out for me, that means you have doubts. Doubts manifest. I would not take risk on you. I would refuse your application. And I would only allow you to enroll into my program if by the end of the free mini therapy session, I am convinced that you want to opt into my program because your reason is you want to attract your desired relationship, not your ex. So the reason for your healing should be that you want a great outcome in relationship for yourself, not with a condition. Because that's something I can promise. I can promise you that you will end up attracting the relationship that you truly desire. Whether it's going to be your ex or your next depends on your situation. I cannot promise you that, but what I can promise is you will attract the relationship that you truly desire. So I want you to remember this from this video. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are familiar with. And once you fix that, your entire reality will shift. I'll see you guys in the next video. Up until then, stay happy, stay blessed, and keep healing while I go back sipping to my coffee. Bye-bye.